Hey guys, this is Chris from Rekkid Talk. We're going to do some 5 records in 5 minutes. We're going to do them based on 5 records that are valued at exactly $5. And so this doesn't mean some of these records might be values at $5. Some of them might be ripoffs at $5. How did I come up with $5? That was the median price of my version on Discogs in US dollars as of the filming of this video. So the first couple of records I'm going to show are both greatest hit compilations of classic rock bands, groups from, in this case, most of this material is from the late 60s. This is The Worst of Jefferson Airplane, of course, the classic San Francisco-based psych rock outfit. This is actually a pretty good album. They eventually morphed into what's called Starship, where the compilation really should be called The Worst of Starship. But of course, this has classics like Somebody to Love, White Rabbits, and all these sorts of songs coming from albums recorded between 1966 and 1969. We also have, and my cover's pretty faded out because I bought a pretty cheap version of this, MU, The Best of Jethro Toll. So obviously this is a Jethro Toll comp. You've got stuff from records like Aqualung, Thick as a Brick, Bungle in the Jungle, Living in the Past, so on Chrysalis Records. And so I believe that this was all material that was recorded between, I think, 1972 and 1975. If I take it out of the shrink, does it show up? Not really much better. Mine's probably, I actually bought my copy for $3. It's probably a below median, just based on the cover not being in that great of condition. A little bit more interesting, in my opinion, would be Bullet Levolta, The Gift. So I think I've shown this record before, so if you don't know Bullet Levolta, this was sort of a punk hard rock group from the Boston area, late 80s, early 90s. Basically, they hung around with the Lemonheads and the Blake Babies, part of that particular thing. So this is on Tang Records. Okay, and also on RCA. I think this was the reissue after they'd gotten signed to a major label. So you've got like Yuki Gipe on vocals, Clay Tarver on guitar, the late Bill Whelan on bass, Ken Chambers guitar, Chris Cougar Gutenmacher on drums. Todd Phillips, who'd later be in the Juliana Hatfield 3, was not on board with Bullet Levolta yet, but they were punky like the Lemonheads. I got the sense that these guys probably listened to more hard rock and metal than either the Lemonheads or the Blake Babies. And then the last 2 records I'm going to show are both records I got a couple of summers ago when I was in the local record store. The guy said, "Hey, I just bought a collection. I haven't priced stuff yet. You can go in the back room and look at stuff if you want to." And so I got the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. So, of course, lots of Bee Gees songs on it, even though it's not strictly a Bee Gees album. You've got Tavares and Yvonne Elliman and Walter Murphy and some other folks. But most of the songs you know and remember from this are, of course, by the Bee Gees. Night Fever, Staying Alive, although you've got More Than a Woman by Tavares. And the final one that I got out of that dig was this Triumph Thunder 7. So this is the Canadian power trio Triumph on MCA Records with the MCA Rainbow. This came out in 1984, so this was probably an album or two after their peak. Like, I think Allied Forces was like Triumph's big album, which was, I think, a couple of years before this. Probably the most memorable song on here. Oh, there's a song called Spellbound. Where was it? Follow Your Heart. It's probably the most noteworthy song. But there you go. 5 records currently valued on Discogs at a median value of exactly $5.